All right, guys, welcome to lecture 2B. I'm going to walk through one more drawing with you just to give you another chance just to see how we do these things, okay? So, this is the drawing we're working from right here. And this is a spacer bar right there, okay? It's got pipe, some flat holes in it. So we're going to go through, we're going to answer questions on this drawing just to see. Now, I'm doing this just to give you guys a better idea to what to look for as we're going through these so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so how many spacer bars are required to complete the order? So we need 4 of them, so you got the quantity 4. What is the overall length of the spacer bar? So the overall length would be from this right here to over there, and it's 96 inches. Now you notice this right here, this has this cutout in here. I talked about this before. This cutout allows you to have, instead of this thing being 96 inches long, since there's nothing in the center, they just use this to show that this here and this here, everything in the middle here is the same as that. So that's why you're able to shorten this up to make smaller drawings. Okay, how many and what size drill holes are required to complete the order? List sizes and fractional dimensions. Okay, so we need 4 holes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 holes in it. And these holes are basically 3/4 inch drill through 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how many we need per side. Now it says the dimensional fraction. So it'd be so it's 75 is 0.75. Dimensional fraction means you have to put it like 10. So it'd be 75 over 100, 75 100ths or 0.75. That's the size of the drills here. Okay. And how many holes do we need for the completed order? So we need 4 per unit, and we need 4 units, so it's 4 by 4. 4 by 4. So that's 16. So we need 16 holes drilled. Okay. Okay, what is the dimensional each of the following angles? Angle A. This is the angle from here over to here. Okay, here to there. So what are we looking at? Well, we know from here to here will be 180 degrees because it's straight across. We know from here to there will be 90 degrees. So you got 180 minus 45. Well, 180 minus 45. So it's 135. So from here to here is 135 degrees. Number B right here is B's right here. Now that's measuring, I'm assuming that's measuring from what I can see here. It looks like it's measuring from the center of that hole to the bottom edge of the thing. So, and we know right over here, it shows that drawing as 1 inch. So that's 1 inch. Okay. Now we go to C. Go C here. Let's see what we got for C. C is this part right here. This is from the bottom edge to the bottom edge of the hole right there. The bottom edge of the hole. So we know that this is 1 inch. This is 3/4 inch drill. So it'll be 3/8 inch from the center down. So we basically take 1 inch and minus 3/8 equals 5/8. So from here to there is 5/8 of an inch. That's 5/8 of an inch right there. Okay. And number D over here is right over here. Once again, the same thing as we did over here, we're going to do up here. So we know that this is 2 inches on center. So it's 2 inches on center. And then we minus 3/8. So 2 inches minus 3/8 is 1 5/8. So from here to there is 1 5/8 inches. Okay, you see how we measure that out? You have to look around for these things, guys. That's why it's important to get used to looking for things. Okay, so what is the purpose of the phantom line? The phantom line shows movement. Now, for the life of me, I can't figure out what that's trying to show me, because there's nothing else on here. The only thing I can figure is maybe this is something you put on after you put on this to make it rotate or something, but it doesn't make, because these are not movable and that's not movable, so I'm not exactly sure what that's meaning. The only thing I can figure is maybe there's something else that when you mount it is at a 45-degree angle like that. Okay. What is the total length of the 1/2 inch by 4-inch bars required to complete the order? So it's basically 12 inches per bar. So you got, and you have 2, 4, 6, you have 8 bars. So 12 by 8 is 96. So you need 96 inches of this material. Okay. What is the dimension? What is the dimension and distance identified on E? Assume the pipe thickness is 1/4 inch. Now E is this line right here. Now I'm assuming that's from there to there. So it says identify. Okay, what is the dimension? What is the dimension of the distance identified in E? Assume the pipe. Okay, so this is a black iron pipe. Okay, so for pipe under 12 inches in diameter, you measure the number, like 1 1/2 inch is the inside diameter. So the inside diameter of this pipe is 1 1/2 inches. Now, it said there that the pipe wall thickness is 1/4 inch. So that means there's a 1/4 inch there and a 1/4 inch there. So that means that from the outside, the width of this pipe on the outside is basically 2 inches. Okay. Okay, what is the nominal size of the BI pipe? That's 1.5 inches. 1.5 inside diameter, basically 2 inch on the outside diameter. What is the actual size of the pipe? Note reference appendix 3. Don't even worry about that. It's basically what we just talked about. Okay, last question is, what is the total length of the BI pipe required for completion of this order? So 96 inches times 4. God. So we just do 96 times 4, if I can get it here. So clear, we go 96 times 4 equals 384 inches. And if we divide that by 12, 32 feet. So we need at least 32 feet of pipe going across here, okay? Well, really, it'd be a little bit. It's really 90 because it's really 1/2 inch less, because you really have 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. So really 1 inch, so minus 4. So 96 minus 4, 3. So it's 380 inch, 380. Yeah, 380 inches of pipe. Okay, so go up 380 divided by 12 is 31.31 and 2/3 foot. So basically 32 feet of pipe. Okay, let's go to the next sheet here. Okay, number 9, describe how the right hand end plate differs from the left hand end plate. Right hand end plate, left-hand end plate. The biggest difference here, it's all the same size, except here you have radiuses on it. You have a radius here. Radius 1 is the 1-inch radius on here. From there, you got these radiuses on this one side. Here, straight square, no radiuses on that. Okay, line F. Line F on the left end view represents which line of the front end view? That represents G. It can also represent E too. So this out at the outside diameter of the pipe, F right there, and we can see that that's right here. It's also right there. So either E or G would work for that. Okay. How many inches of weld are required around the end of each pipe? So we've got about 2-inch diameter. This is 2-inch diameter around across. So you have to do the radius, and I forget how to do that, but it's about, what is it? Radius. If I forget what, there's a formula to figure that out, but honestly, I don't know what it is. It's like radius times pi or something. It's diameter times pi, or I don't remember what it is, but there's a formula to figure that out. But basically what it's saying is how much weld you have to weld around that 2-inch pipe. So you got to do about, it's probably around 3 inches of the side, 3 to 4 inches per side. So some in that neighborhood. Okay. How many square inches of plate are required for each of the end plates? Oh, God. I don't care about that. What are the tolerances that are applied to the dimensions? Tolerances are not really listed here. Let's see if there's anything in plate. 1/2 inch by 4 inch plate. No. Don't see any tolerances listed here. I don't see any tolerances listed. So 90 degree. No. I don't see anything listed, so I'm not sure what the default is, but something we can look up sometime. Okay. What is the angle of dimension X? What's dimension X? And let's see. What the hell is, oh, dimension X. Okay, it's here to here. That's going to be basically it's going to be basically the same as from here to here, because you have here 90 plus 45. So you got, okay, about 135. So that would be 135 from there to there. That's 135. And if you look at it, it's the same as what was on A. 90, then 45. 90, 45. Okay? Okay, what is shown in error on the drawing? That I don't know. What error on the drawing? Not totally sure. I might even don't remember. Okay, identify the type of line used to show the position of the end plate after they are bent. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, now I understand. These, remember those the phantom lines. We talked about that. Okay, what this is saying is that this plate here gets bent in at 45 degrees like that. Gets bent in. And so does this guy get bent in. They both get bent in at 45 degrees. Okay. Okay. Um, so that's these phantom lines right here. That's what they're showing, is that that thing is bent in here. So that's okay. So it's basically bent right there, bent in. Okay. What kind of material is specified for the end plates? Let's see, end plates are sheared from half-inch, quarter, flat bar. Sheared from a half-inch by 4 flat bar. Okay, so it's basically 4-inch flat bar right there. Okay. Okay. Identify the type of drawing shown. Okay, you have front, right side, left side. That's pretty much it, since the top wasn't anything special. So, but yeah, that's what these are bent in. That's being bent in like that. Okay. And that's basically, I wanted to go over this with you so you get used to looking at these drawings. Because when we start, the next lecture will basically be on the welding symbols that we're going to be using to apply to these kind of drawings to show the welds and everything. Okay, but this here, you have to get this part first so that when we get to the weld symbols, you're not getting confused with it. All right, guys, hope that helps, and I'll put a little quiz up for you and we'll go from there.